Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is Annalisa, and this is a pick a card reading for what's going on between you and them. A relationship spread. It can be romantic, but it can also be family, co-workers, friends, any kind of relationship, parent and child. And so I've got 4 decks that I'll be using. Each deck has a very unique vibration or energy. So tune into which deck feels resonant for you when thinking of a specific relationship, and then follow the timestamps below to read that, to see that reading. And also, I just want to mention that always this is about developing your own discernment, your own trust, and your own understanding. So if it doesn't feel resonant when you start watching, it doesn't feel quite right with you, then that's just a sign for you to recheck your alignment and tune in again and choose something which does relate to you. So I'm obviously offering the vibration of the cards and the reading, what comes through there, and then you are also tuning into your discernment and your own your own vibration, and then you're developing that by how you choose a pick a card reading, by developing that instinct in yourself. And you may notice that on some days every reading seems to match, and that's an indicator that you are in alignment as much as the reading. It's you are aligning with what you need to come through with, or what's resonating with you. And some days if you have mixed messages or it's unclear, then it's a really important message for you to be aware of maybe different things going on in your mind, in your energy, that you have some uncertainty. So to take some time to tune into yourself and feel what's going on for you, and then once you're realigned, then to tune in and get some help, or get some help. That's a good time to do something privately. Excuse me, I have to get like a personal reading, because then you get a better insight, or clear insight. If you need, sometimes we need a bit of help getting that insight for ourselves. So, or we just need to step back for a bit and get a better perspective, or a bigger perspective. Okay, that's my spiel anyway. So pick your pile 1, 2, 3, 4, and follow the timestamps below. And I'm looking forward to doing this reading for you. Hi, group number 1. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Morgan Greer deck that you have chosen. First of all, I'm going to get a couple of fairy oracle cards to get an idea of the kind of character, the essence that each individual is embodying. That was for them and for you. And this is to give us a kind of overall idea of what's going on. So for them, we have Penelope Dreamweaver. This is a very, very magical being, someone who is creating dreams. She's a dream weaver. She's absolutely glorious and standing in her strength, in her power. She's very intuitive. She is connected to the cosmos, the dancing of the energy and the movement. She can tune in and listen to this. And she's very open. She's open-hearted. She's vulnerable. She's semi-naked. It's like she's emerging from the reality. She's merging between reality and ethereal qualities. Does that make sense? She's both ethereal and grounded. It's like this manifestation, this ability to move between the different states of being, and she's bringing a dream, a gift. She's offering a light, a star. She's offering a dream, some hope. She offers hope and brings in some light for that. So that is, I just realized I didn't have my crystal to stand on. I can use this. That is them in this reading. And wow, we have you as the fairy godmother. Look at these. They're like sisters. Sisters. I was trying to say twins and sisters. Yeah, the fairy godmother. This is you. This gift. This again. You see, she's holding these gifts. She's wise. She has so much wisdom and depth to her, and she is crowned in these stars as well. It's like, I'm just looking at these, like, what's the difference, because everything I just described about Penelope Dreamweaver is so similar for the fairy godmother. And what I'm drawn to is this placement of the stars, this intuition, this mental intuition, this insight, and this earthly magic, this material magic. And also that the fairy godmother is offering like a choice. Penelope is like this dream, this idea, this vision, and the fairy godmother is like the choosing between the apple, or she's more offering. She's offering the apple and the wisdom, the juice and the delight, the voluptuousness, the ripeness, the tasty elements, and the wisdom. So in that sense as well, it's very balanced between earthly and immaterial being. And what a wonderful pairing. It's just a beautiful pairing because it's just a match. It's a mirror. It's the colors. It's like this communication, this ethereal communication beyond the veil. Let's get a sense of what's going on more deeply between them. I've already shuffled these cards, so I'm just going to cut them. So first of all, okay, they want to dance. They're like moving around. There we go. Let's see what's going on in the mind space with you. Okay, and with Penelope, I'm going to call her. This may be male or female. I'm just going to move this back. We need a bit more space. Mind space, heart space, and externally. Can we see all those? Okay. Oh wow. Okay, this is really beautiful. So let's have a look with what's going on in the mind space. Let's see. We have the Seven of Swords. This is for you, the fairy godmother. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse. The Seven of Swords is this desire to take. If you look at it, he's a thief. Basically, he's stealing something. It comes up when someone is really trying to grab things. They want to take things from others. There's a sense of jealousy or envy. And I'm just remembering the difference. There's this difference between jealousy and envy, and one is taking something so you can have it, and one is taking so the other person can't have it. And I can't remember which is which, but I'm really drawn to that definition. So if that's resonating with you, then check that out, the exact definition of jealousy and envy, because what's happened is it's in reverse. So it's like this overcoming, this mental space, overcoming this maybe fear of needing to prove oneself or take yourself, take things for yourself. It's like overcoming this, and it feels like such a relief, because when this card turns, it's like the swords fall. It's just letting things go, and it's a kind of a mental surrender, in a sense, a kind of acceptance. You need to accept this thought within you in order to release it. And it's like there's been a 180 degree spin of that, complete turn, and a surrender of that mindset. So it's like overcoming. The fairy godmother's overcoming some mindset that has kept them in a state of powerlessness, and lower vibration, because they've released that. They've released that. In the heart space, I've got the Eight of Cups in reverse. Eight of Cups is about letting things go and moving on and not being fully emotionally satisfied. And again, it's in reverse. It's being able to overcome that fear. I feel like the you in this, the fairy godmother, is overcoming these fears of letting go, of surrendering, of trusting to the universe. It's like a pivotal. I say it's a pivotal moment in learning to trust the universe, because they are you or they. I'm pretty all over the place with it. I think it must be really mixed for whoever's tuning in. You have overcome this fear, this uncertainty of a happy outcome, of a peaceful outcome, of things needing to conspire for you. It's like it's like you've regained your trust in life through surrender, through letting go, and I feel like you've probably been through a process where it's really been about making a decision and about needing to. It's like with these, it's the wisdom and the fruit. It's like this choice between the earthly and the material. I feel like you've been through this process where you felt like you needed to choose the fruit, or you've become aware that you've been choosing the fruit rather than the wisdom, and that now you see that they're actually all in the same, one in the same, but you're able to choose, make the wise choice, and overcome temptation. This does connect back to the story of Adam and Eve and the apple and the temptation, and I don't fully buy into that story, but there is something about it here, because we've got the lovers coming up as well, which for me is this Adam and Eve energy of this choice, this temptation, and this desire. And it's like you've made, I want to say you've made the wise choice, or you are in the process of making the wise choice, because we also, in your action, we then have the Ace of Cups, which is about trusting in divine love, in the universe. The universe loves me, I love me. I feel like there's maybe an awakening to self-love within this person, in accepting their faults, accepting their challenges, and being able to surrender, and because of that allowing them to receive, because I feel like this person is very much in the process of receiving love, allowing themselves to receive, not feeling like they need to take, they need to walk away, they need to do something, but just allowing themselves to receive heavenly love from friends, from family, from lovers, whatever it is. It's just opening to whatever love wants to come in, just from the weather, like a good day of weather, or nature, like an animal that makes you smile, whatever it is. It's like you're just receiving, open to receiving love from the universe in that sense. And then with the other person, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse in their mind. So again, it feels like let me just look at these for a minute. Okay, yeah, I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it's again, it's a surrendering of needing to be in control. I feel like this person has felt like they need to be the queen. It's very earthly energy, like being in control of their material surroundings in their practical life. And what we have with Penelope is it's very much about the merging between the physical and the ethereal. And a lot in the ethereal And again, it's this not needing to master, not needing to be the queen of the material world, and surrender, to allow some kind of vulnerability. And with the heart space, again, it's the Page of Cups in reverse. So we've got both of them of like, there's this reversal, this letting go of a certain way of being, a certain way of needing to be, and maybe overcoming some blocks, like blocks within recognizing the shadow elements within them or within someone else, and then this letting go of needing to be, or a kind of block. There's been a block in being able to be fully in the power because of a need for control. And this is in the heart space as well, as with the Page of Cups. It's like they've been unable to offer love, unable to make a new declaration of love. And they're not the queen anymore. It's like they're not the ruler. They're not the new love. And what we've got is some mastery because of that. What's coming out is that they're really developing their skills within relationship. They're becoming a master of understanding themselves in relationship, and being able to pay attention to the detail, to put in the effort, put in the work, and kind of act without relying on, without having to rely on their mind so much, without needing to prove love. It's like they've come into some essence of mastery. It's like it's a movement from no longer being the queen to being like a worker. It's like moving down the scale, Not in a bad sense. I don't feel in a bad sense at all, because of this overall energy, which is very powerful. It's like they're just willing to put in the work. They're willing to be the grafter and step away from needing to be the queen. The Queen of Pentacles is a very positive card, but I feel like it's like there's just been this need. There's been this need to kind of merge and to step out of that power and strength. What we have is the Lover's card as the overall energy. So it feels like there is some real connection. I'm noticing with the colors as well, the kind of yellows. There may have been some like sadness, some like a lack of joy, a lack of happiness, a lack of celebration in their mind. The thoughts have been negative. Thoughts have been attacking, I want to say. It's like there's been this like lack of positivity, and the emotions, that I feel a lot of tears, a lot of crying, and some grief with the blue, and a block in communication. It's like no communication here. But what's coming through then is this divine love and this hard work. It's like between this combination, there's been this ability to focus really on relationship, really on developing the relationship, and coming into making a choice, making a decision. I feel like there's been it's been a process of coming into this reality, into 3D, and coming up to a point of, okay, well, what's the choice? And I feel really positive, because the outcome is the Four of Wands, which is celebration, which is happiness, which is joy. It is uniting, and I mean, this is a beautiful beautiful combination to have as the kind of outcome, because I feel like this partnership really want to choose love, really want to choose joy and choose happiness, whatever's going on internally, because it feels like there is just this desire to have peace and to have joy and have happiness within the situation. And I just want to get a couple of clarifiers. Yeah, joy came straight out. So, there's something, revelation, okay. Yeah, revelation. It's like with all this, everything's being turned upside down. It's like, and you see this trumpet blowing, it's this celebration, this joy and celebration, this revelation. It's like, it feels like a bit of a surprise. And I want to say, like, these people feel in their element, they're really feeling in their element. And they're completely in tune and completely united, even though it, there's some kind of uncertainty going on about, in the mind, there's still a lot of processing going on, in the emotions, there still feels like some blocks and some uncertainty. Maybe some, this person may feel like they've been left or they've been cut out, and this person's felt blocked from being able to offer love or bring love in. But ultimately, on a practical level, they are making it work. They're making it work and they're choosing it regardless. So, group number 1, that was your reading. I'm going to go into more depth in this in the over on Vimeo. So I'm going to look more into what is going on in this relationship as a whole, the kind of unconscious things, because it feels like there's a lot going on mentally and emotionally that isn't being expressed. So I'm going to go into more depth over there and explore exactly what's going on in the mind and heart space, and how this is coming about, because it feels like there is absolutely potential, and this relationship is really moving forward, but there's a lot to still work on. So if you want to join me over on Vimeo, that's what I'm going to unpack over there. You can follow the link below. Otherwise, if this is where we leave it, then thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope this still gave you some insight and understanding of your situation. And please subscribe or like, comment or share, and I look forward to speaking to you again another time. Hi, group number 2. Thank you for joining me and tuning in. And I am just going to get a couple of fairy oracle cards for you guys to get an idea of the 2 overall energies. Here we go, within this relationship. And so I'm going to have a you and a them, but you can decide which resonates for you. Okay. So for you, we've got fairies of the future. Someone very much looking forward thinking about what's coming up next, how to plan for how to plan, or how to like what's going to happen. There's a sense of maybe uncertainty because there's lots of different possibilities of what the future is going to bring, and so there is this looking forward, but this uncertainty with it. This what is going to happen. And feeling like there's different voices, there's some parts of you that have very certain idea of exactly where to go and what to do, and then some parts which are really hesitant and reluctant to move forward. So it feels like there's a lot going on. For the other person, they have the Maiden, which is about a new beginning, a new birth. It's the blessing of a new beginning, and it's very sweet, childlike, playful, kind of innocent feeling. So there's a new beginning, and I look to the future for both both parties involved in this relationship, and we'll get an idea of what's going on at a deeper level. I feel like you, the way this is placed, you're very much looking towards this person still, and about what's going to happen, and what's like looking at this birth. There's these figures. I feel often like this lady is pregnant, and it's like this idea of the future, and then the birth, the infant, the birth of whatever this is, relationship, project, moving, work, whatever it is. It's like there's this looking forward to not looking forward as in looking forward to, but looking towards it with a slight uncertainty and hesitation. So let's see in more depth. I've already shuffled all these decks, so we are just cutting them. Let's see what's going on in the head, heart, and externally for each person. Overall relationship, okay, and the outcome. Okay, so okay. Within Fairies of the Future, the you I'm going to go with for this reading. We have the Two of Pentacles in the mind. It's feeling like there is a lot going on. It's kind of reflecting what I was saying about the busyness, feeling like there's so much to juggle, so much potential, so many things happening, so much uncertainty about what's going to be going on. It's like I'm just trying to take one step at a time, and I really don't know where I'm going to land my feet next. I'm feeling kind of tied up in walking, like I don't know how to take the next step. I don't actually know where I can step. I feel like twisted and out of balance. I'm trying to listen to my heart, but I'm being pulled back by emotion or feeling, and I've got these different ideas that are going on. I can't see, like where I'm going. It's like I've landed in this new place, and I don't know what I'm stepping into. I don't know what this world is. And we have the Four of Cups is the emotional feeling. It's I'm feeling a sense of regret today from this, and like a disappointment, and not wanting to look around. It's like having landed in this place and not wanting to even see it, because there is just such a sense of despair and disappointment inside that it's like it can't get in touch with it. I can't feel it. And even though this place where you've landed is fresh and beautiful and new, and opportunities and love there, it's like I don't want to see it. I don't want to look at it. I'm so in my emotion. I'm so caught up inside with the challenge and difficulty that I'm bearing in my heart. Like my heart is absolutely weeping, I feel, that I daren't look around. I daren't see what opportunities are there, or what love is being offered, because I'm so caught up in this space. Externally, however, this person is you are showing love and offering love, and so there is, there's a bit of a contrast between the internal and the external with you. If this is relevant to you, it's having uncertainty in your mind and feeling very doubtful, but offering love and showing love, and quite seductive. This kind of love is like as a Romeo character. It's like using romance and desire, attraction, sexuality to entice. I feel, and I feel it's because there is all this uncertainty. It's like trying to use like seduction and desire to pull something in or hold on to something, but the internal, there's a very different process going on. The other person in this relationship, for them, in their mind, they're feeling like reborn. This is the Judgment card. It feels like a sense of reborn, with the maiden as well. It's this coming through the ground, breaking through the soil, breaking through the earth, and coming out anew, coming into a place of realization that actually that you are achieving what you want. You're achieving your dreams. Judgment 20 is right before 21 in the Major Arcana, so it's just before completion. The next card, the World, is all about completion of a cycle and achieving your dreams and desires. And the Judgment is like, you know, it's standing at the gates and saying, this is me, this is who I am, and realizing that you're standing in front of heaven and you're standing at the end of a journey, and you've reached this place of actually celebration. I feel a lot of celebration when I see this. It's just like this real strength and power of it's the resurrection. You know, I feel like it's like that resurrection energy, and this new beginning, feeling very blessed. The other person is feeling very much in love. They have this real romance within their heart. They're feeling a connection, a love connection, very deeply. You know, my overall sense with this this particular reading is about the ending of a relationship, and where someone is moving on and someone is trying to hold on. And the reason I feel that is then we have the Emperor in reverse. So it's like the action. It's like the block of the Emperor. It's the you know, this could be a masculine, a male ending a relationship, or a woman walking away. Like it could go either way, or ending it with a male. It's just like the ending of this. This person is not being the king, not being the emperor, is stopping that energy, blocking that flow. And we have, because what we have is the overall energy of the relationship is the Eight of Cups, which is about loneliness, about the empty cup, about being left, being lost, being unfulfilled. And I feel like this relationship is not fulfilling, has not been fulfilling, and there is, you know, as the outcome we have justice. It's the karma. It's karma coming around. It's like this is just it's kind of what's meant to be. It feels like it's a cycle completion. It's about balance coming in. Whatever is happening is all about balance coming in. And what else can I say about this? Yeah, it's just, you know, it just feels like a very difficult situation, and with, you know, this person is obviously in a lot of, the you is in a lot of uncertainty, a lot of doubt, and a lot of confusion, and feeling uncertain, and, you know, completely understandably so, because the other seems very, very strong. You know, it feels like a very strong, like, a strong stand and recognition of who they are and what they want, and stopping what they don't want, and there's a loss, there's a lack. This relationship is, you know, it may be over, it may not be over. It's not 100% clear. It's just about the karma coming in, about balance coming in, and the emptiness within the current situation. Okay, so I'm going to unpack this a little bit more over on Vimeo. So either, you know, I'm really resonating with the loss for this person, and obviously if you're on the other side, it's very exciting. There's something very new coming through for you. What I'm going to do over on Vimeo is just have an overall look at this relationship, and just the kind of the past, the present, the future, the blocks, the what's going on unconsciously and consciously, and just with I'm going to use the Celtic cross spread, if you know that. So I'm just going to go into more detail about what's going on for these people, and this particular relationship in a bit more depth. So if you want to understand a bit more what's going on with that, then you can follow the link below over to Vimeo to understand that. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in. If this is where we part ways for now, please like, subscribe, comment or share, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Hi, group number 3. Thank you for joining me. And we're going to do your spread, your relationship spread. So I've already shuffled these cards, and we're just going to cut them and deal them out. So we have the overall energy of the relationship, Ace of Wands. And what's working as the Sun. And not working, Three of Swords. And the block as the Knight of Swords. As representing you, the Seven of Wands. And how you feel about the other, the Nine of Pentacles. And feeling about the relationship, we have the Knight of Pentacles. For the other, we have as themselves, the King of Wands. As how they feel about you, the Knight of Cups. And how they feel about the relationship, the Emperor. And the overall outcome, the Hanged Man. Okay, well, generally this is looking like a very positive relationship. The overall energy we have is the Ace of Wands. So this is a relationship that I think has had some renewal, some kind of reawakened passion, some new creativity, a new idea, some inspirations come in, something's been reawoken. It's kind of heaven sent, it's like this thunderbolt, this kind of zap of lightning that's come in and is setting something aflame. It's like a realization, an awakening, a resurgence. It's a new beginning, a really new beginning for this relationship. As what's working is it's bringing a lot of happiness to both people. It's bringing joy, it's bringing the light, it's bringing in warmth, it's bringing in satisfaction, hope, it's bringing in possibility and strength and warmth, and it's very nurturing and loving. It's bringing in a lot. This is a beautiful card to get for what's working. It's working on many levels. It's major arcana. It's a very significant relationship, a very strong, powerful, significant relationship. What's not working is the Three of Swords. So it feels like there's some kind of heartbreak. If this is a new situation or a restart, a new beginning, there's still some wounding from the past that needs to be overcome. There is potentially other like exes that maybe need to be let go of, or wounds that need to be healed. It's that kind of sense of ending that is still in process and needs grief. Like it needs a grieving process, and I feel like there needs to be a bit of time in this sort of new beginning. It's like there's going to take a bit of time to fully heal these wounds. What needs to happen. The block is the Knight of Swords, so I feel like there needs to be some truth and some kind of action, some truthful action. The Knight of Swords generally is a very quick moving character. It comes in and out. It can tend to be, it's a bit unpredictable, but it's that need of speed, that need of energy and movement and discernment, and it's quick cutting, with the blade. It's like with words or communication, or it's more about like there is action. I feel with the Knight of Swords, it's about actually following through on truths, about actually making that move. It's quite charming. The Knight of Swords is kind of a like knight in shining armor kind of energy, and needs to be like coming in. So it is that kind of like, I'm coming in and like doing this and doing that, taking action. It doesn't really think too much. It's not so emotional. What's not working is there's almost like there's too much emotion. There's kind of this heaviness in emotion. There's this heaviness in within the heart. There's bleeding in the heart, and the block is actually. Now I'm thinking about it, it's like the block is almost this like Okay, I feel like this is going to go two ways. This is why I've got two strong themes coming through. One is the first way is like there needs to be some kind of speed or some kind of truth, and this cutting like needs to be like there needs to be some kind of chopping. The other energy is that there is too much of that. There is too much backwards and forwards, too much just communication without action, without practicality, without stability, without grounding. There needs to be some kind of like planning, steadiness, stability. Okay, so there's two potentials, like the opposite, depending on your situation, and I think you'll feel what resonates because it's out of balance. So basically the Knight of Swords is out of balance. So for some situations it's going to be too much of this like fast, quick kind of, this can be like witty talk, like a very slick communication, like saying exactly the right thing. It is a bit used car salesman-y, that kind of thing. It can be too much of that. In other situations, there's not enough communication, there's not enough speed, there's not enough action. Okay, so whichever way you feel your situation is, it's like the opposite is needed. Okay. And in terms of what's going on for each of you, so this side I'm going with the you. If it feels like more relevant the other way around, then switch it round. For you, it's this defensive. You're feeling defensive. You're feeling very protective. It's like this fox is protecting her cubs. So it's like this relationship is so sacred and precious to you. It's like your baby, and you are like you're barking at the shadow. You're barking at the challenge or the difficulty that this is facing. This could be another person. This could represent somebody else who you see as threatening your family, threatening your relationship, and you are standing up for it. You're fighting for it. You really want to fight for this relationship. About your partner, the other, you're feeling you're feeling like they are this jewel, this gem, this shining star. That you're feeling what I want to say is the foundational, the groundedness, the kind of the reality, the practicalness of this situation, but also the beauty. It's like this combination of both being very beautiful and admiring this, like it's like a work of art, admiring this creation, this music being created by the piano, like you're admiring this and singing to the tune of it, but it's very real, it's very grounded and very solid, and you just absolutely admire this person. You may admire their creativity or they shine, for you they really shine in some way, and you have this absolute glowing admiration for them. In regards to the relationship, you feel like, so it's moving forward, but it's moving forward slowly. It's taking a bit of time to actually develop, to ground, but you feel like the plans are in place. It's like, I feel like you're holding steady and strong, you're holding on this vision and it's moving forward, but it is a bit slow. For the other, how they're feeling, for themselves, they are feeling quite powerful. They're feeling like the King of Wands. They're feeling like some fire, some strength. It's like this Ace of Wands energy has come into both of you. It's like you've both been ignited. You've both been like fire. I want to say you're fired up. For you, it's about defending, about holding and protecting the relationship, and for them, it's about standing in their power, in their strength. But very much in a fiery way, in a creative way. You can see the lions really roaring in the background, and they are very much in like a high-powered energy where they're feeling masterful, they're feeling strong, and they're feeling empowered to create what they want. I feel the back is turned. I feel like this kind of wand energy is being focused outside the relationship. I feel it's being focused somewhere else or at someone else, and it's like I'm showing my strength. It's this person is embodying the strength card, the lion. It's like holding in their power, and shining their light, showing their strength. Because for you, how they see you, how they feel about you, is the Knight of Cups. They absolutely love you. They're Romeo. They're the Romeo. They're the charging in on their white horse, and they want to offer you this cup of love, and they absolutely desire you. But it's like they've got to fight something first. They can't focus on you because they've got to fight for whatever it is that's causing them a challenge at the moment. It could be family, could be friends, could be an ex, could be whatever it is. They've just got to stand up for what they believe in and their passion, and they absolutely feel like they want to charge towards you. Okay, they want to come towards you. They want to bring their love, their emotion. They're feeling very emotionally collected to you. They really love you. You know, they want to offer their love, and they're feeling about the relationship, the Emperor. It's like strong, grounded, practical. This is it. This is what I want. I want to be I want this to be the plan. This is the plan. This is the lead. This is the strength. This is where the action is. This is where empowerment comes from. This relationship makes me feel strong, like a king. You know, whether you're male or female, it's like that real sense of empowerment from this relationship. It really strengthens them, and they really want to bring that. You know, they want to bring that energy forward. They want to bring that practical stability and plan. The relationship for the moment is in the Hangman, like the outcome. It's in the still point. It's a new perspective. I feel like you're kind of seeing this thing from a whole new level, both of you, with this inspiration. It's like seeing it all again, and seeing something new, and seeing the potential, and having the desire to move it forward. You're both very, very passionate, but there is a block of this pain and this past, and that needs to be overcome. But both of you feel very strongly about moving it forward. So, you know, the Hangman is also stillness. So I feel like there is this kind of, slightly stuck energy. There's this thing that's not moving, but that it's not something to worry about. I don't feel like it's something to worry about, because I feel the feelings are very, very strong. What's being overcome is something that needs to be healed. You know, it's heart wound, heart healing that needs to happen, and some softening, and some empowerment, and some strength that needs to be embodied right now. It feels like the love is really there, and it's absolutely going to happen and going to move forward. I just want to get a couple of clarifiers for the Hanged Man. Yeah, 3 of Cups. Okay, joy. Like, this absolute joy has been reawakened. It's like this celebration. It's suddenly seeing celebration, and the 7 of Cups. And with this particular deck, the 7 of Cups, it's like the dream and the plan coming together. I think this is why there's this stillness, it's this integration of the dream and the reality and the practicality, because it does feel like there's things to deal with. You know, there's this need to be fiery, and this need to be strong, this need to heal. And so there's like this sense of joy and celebration and excitement, but there's also this need to balance between the reality, the plan, making the plan, the groundedness, the coming together in a harmonic, practical way, and the vision for what's wanted, the idea and the dream and the plan. So there is this need to kind of sort things out and work things out. So it's kind of like the idea is planted, the energies come in, the excitement's come in, the movement has come in, but what's needed is this resolution, a kind of resolution of these things. So that's my general reading for this group number 3. Thank you for tuning in. If you want to see an extended version, I'm going to go into more depth with this situation over on Vimeo. And I'm going to look at what the current circumstance is, what this, what the 3 of Swords. I'm going to go more into the 3 of Swords energy, what this is about, what is being kind of defended and fought for, and a bit deeper into how things can be moved forward in the future. So if you want to see that, then please follow the link below over to Vimeo. And otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope that was helpful for you. Hi, group number 4. Thanks for coming over and joining me. I've pre-shuffled the cards, so we're just cutting them. Okay, and let's get the overall energy for this relationship. The 9 of Swords. Okay, what's working? The Fool card. And what's not working is the 7 of Cups. Okay. And the block is the 6 of Swords. Okay. For representing you, if it feels the other way around, then you can flip these characters, just so you know. But for you, for the purpose of this reading, is the Page of Swords. How you feel about the other is the 7 of Pentacles. And about the relationship is the 5 of Wands. Okay. And what's going on for them? Okay. This is the this deck is a little strange. This is actually the High Priestess. Yeah, this is the High Priestess. In this deck, she's depicted as wounded. So that's how they're feeling about the other, or they're feeling about you. How they're feeling about the relationship is, I can't remember what this one is. You know, this, okay, I'm going to read these intuitively, because that sounds really awful. I don't use these cards that often, but for some reason I was really drawn to use them today. Let me check what that one is. And then the outcome is the Tower. Okay. Okay. So, to be honest, I can't predict what the outcome's going to be with these, but this does look like a relationship that's really struggling, and with some difficulty. So let's see what's going on for you. I mean, the nine of Swords, you know, I'm going to go intuitively with these rather than the traditional meaning, because there is, you know, they're very different. This particular deck is very narrative and has its own kind of, there are narratives within each arcana that are very different from the traditional meaning. So I'm going to go more intuitively. If you know, it's a grave. Okay, it's a grave. There's a flower, you know, that's being thrown there. I feel like there is some regret and some remorse. I feel like both parties feel value in this relationship, in this situation, but at the same time they know that it's an ending, that it's kind of over, and they're focused on the grief of that. Like it feels very emotional, and it feels very you know, it's cold, it's in the snow, it feels disappointment, remorse, regret, but you know, there is this kind of acknowledgement as well. It's looking directly at that situation, at these, you know, three triangles, and just holding this, you know, this little tiny flower. It's like this little glow of happiness, you know, that is felt about this situation, even though it's an ending. It's like there's still some kind of happiness or joy that's being held on to there. What is working is the Fool card. Is I feel it's transformation. I feel like with the butterfly, it's like this emergence, something from this relationship or from this situation. It's like the same yellow, the flower is in this butterfly. It's allowed for transformation. It's allowed for growth. It's allowed for, all these butterflies to come. And I feel like there is still admiration and respect. I feel like there's some kind of peace. Actually this card feels very peaceful, and that with this overall energy of ending, there is actually a lot of peace that's going to come from it, and a space to relax. I mean, for one party, perhaps one party more than the other is going to feel like they can relax and spread, and maybe the other person is kind of still looking back, still longing, still kind of upset about it. I mean, the overall, I did this spread quite differently. Okay, this is the block. Yeah. Sorry, I'm not speaking very well at the moment. There's something going on, like in my energy field with this, where because I've actually missed a card out here as well. Okay. Hi, group number 4. Thank you for tuning in. So I've pre-shuffled these cards. I'm just going to cut them, and we'll see what is going on for you and them overall. What's working, what's not working, and the block. I'm not going to take reversals for these cards today. And what's going on for you and for them, and the overall outcome. Okay, so with this particular deck, I read these intuitively because it's very different. The visual depictions are very different, or they have similarities, some of them more than others, to the traditional tarot, but they are very narrative in their own way, and so they kind of create their own story. So I am going to read this intuitively, okay? Okay, so the overall energy, it feels like there's been wounding. It feels like there's been, I feel like this is like death, it's the spirit leaving the body. There is one party who is comforting the other, or who is still holding on, who is still kind of reminiscing. One is like dead. It's like one has left the situation. The spirit is leaving, and the other is holding on to the body. After the body's gone, it's like, is it still warm? Feeling the skin and watching the spirit leaving, watching this energy leaving, and I feel like there's just some kind of death. Either maybe someone's left the relationship, or the relationship itself has died, but there is some there's like this respect, this love for it. There's still this appreciation, I think. I want to say there's like a divine appreciation. I feel like maybe this figure represents like a spiritual learning, spiritual understanding, and it's like there's still this learning that's coming from it, even though the situation itself is ending or leaving. There's this kind of absorption of what it meant, and understanding of it. It's like, and the fact that it's the spirit is just leaving, it's like it's just happened. I feel like this may be very, new or very raw for some of you. It's like this maybe even unexpected, or like, yeah, just like this, I think this is happening. It's like in the process of ending, or something is leaving, and it's very real and very present, and it's like watching that happen. It's like you're in the process of, is this really happening? Is this really going on? And there is this watching. I feel like you're kind of watching it. What's working for the relationship? It's like there's this moving forward with it's leaving something behind, this coldness, there's some kind of structure, some kind of like authority. It's like leaving behind this kind of sense of authority and moving and taking a leap out into something new. But it's like these memories. It's like I feel there's some sadness in leaving these memories behind and in moving forward, but it's getting brighter, even though it feels painful leaving. And it's like maybe one person in this relationship is very much like, this is it. One person is gone. One person is saying leave. Or it may be just the sense of moving with this relationship that it's moving into color, it's moving into this yellow, it's moving into joy, but there is a sense of still being in remorse or regret, or in mourning for the place that you've been. It's the reminiscence, of where you've been. But stepping forward, there is a child or another figure here. One of you may be younger, or there may be a kind of sense of caring for someone, or moving forward caring with someone. There may be actually children within this situation, and it's moving forward, with the child. The child is very determined, or the younger person. There is this kind of real determination, this strength, and this looking forward. But the other figure is kind of is still sad, even though they're moving into kind of out into the sunshine, into the light. They're still sad. It's what's not working. I mean, this is looking back. There is what's not working. It is like staying in this mourning sense of mourning, because this card, I feel, is very much about mourning in this deck. It's about looking at the gravestone and still holding this flower, still holding maybe this hope or this joy, like holding on to it and really gazing, remembering, longing, reminiscing. But it's dead, it's gone, it's ended, and it's still at the grave. And of course, there is I'm not saying that reminiscing or mourning is a bad thing at all. It's just in this spread, it's come up in the place for what's not working within the situation. So the sense of mourning isn't going to work, or isn't going to work for long. I feel like this transitionary sense, because this is what's working, is like there is this sense of leaving it behind, but going back to the cold and kind of standing and staring at the tombstone is not going to help. Okay, so there needs to be some release, there needs to be some mourning, there needs to be this space to grieve, but not to kind of keep going back or spend too long there. Beware of spending too long like wallowing in misery, because that's gonna it's gonna feel very heavy. It's really gonna bring you down, and it's keeping this, this flame, this flower alive is going to be painful. I feel it's like it's going to be painful. It's like it's this time to move on, and let it go. And the block to that is we have the Queen of Pentacles, or the Queen of Pentacles, or Princess of Pentacles. I'm not sure on this deck, actually. I think this might be the Princess of Pentacles. it's nurturing, earthly, mothering figure. This could represent the female within the relationship, that either the female is having a difficulty in letting go, or this is I feel there is a sense of this female struggling to let go because of this card as well. So I feel like she's still got this hope, she's still got this seed she wants to plant, still this idea for growth, for abundance, for something to be planted, and she's kind of happy and jolly and blah blah. But it's like, this is really, the body's died, the spirit's left, and so just to be aware, if you're the female, that it does. I know I don't want to say like with all certainty, this is the energy that's coming through as I read this. Okay, so this is what's coming through to me now in this reading. If this doesn't resonate, it doesn't feel right, then please just let it go. I do want to say that there is harmony that's coming in. Okay, there is a sense of peace and harmony, but this is what the kind of overall energy is showing, is that it's not helping to attach to anything at the moment. Okay. For you, this is the you side. We've got this is the Empress. This is about so you're feeling, this is kind of confirming this for me. You're feeling like you want to hold on, like you want to keep hugging, you want to keep nurturing the situation. You feel like there's still potential and there's still chance and there's still this idea for light, and you want to hold your partner and comfort them and give them hope and give them inspiration and nourish the situation, and you how you feel about yourself, that you feel you are the one for them. You do. You feel like you are the Empress, you are the Queen. You may be the mother of their child. And you feel that sense of she's this is for the Empress card, and if you've seen many other tarot, it's very, very different, right? But in this sense, she's sad. She's holding on desperately to her partner, and kind of feel like they're needing that support and needing that love and needing nourishment, needing to be cared for, needing to be looked after as well. And feeling about the other, this is you feeling about the other, it's this Ace of Pentacles. It's like there's still a chance, there's still hope, there's still the ability to find this coin, to find this richness, to find some value within the situation. And it's like, this is the Ace, so it's like the hand of God. It's like you feel about them that they came to you from heaven, like they came to you as a gift, and they have this value, and they're like treasure. I feel like you found some treasure, and it maybe took you by surprise and shocked you, but they're treasure to you. They're this divine treasure and blessing. And how you're feeling about the relationship is you really want to hold on. You really want to hold on. Four of Pentacles. She's burying this pentacle. She's burying this treasure or taking this treasure. It could go either way. It's like, this is mine. Like, I want to hold on. This treasure belongs to me, and I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna hide it. I'm gonna hold on to this. This is not going. Like, I'm not letting go of this. And I don't know if you can see in this card, just this figure in the background. It's like she's looking around like, can anyone see me? Does anyone know that I'm going to hold on to this? Like, I can get away with this. But there's this figure here who is watching and who is seeing, and who knows exactly the kind of process that's going on. So yeah, this again confirms to me that this is a block, this kind of feeling, this way of being about this situation is blocking it. In terms of them, I think they feeling like this is the devil card. They feel like the devil, they feel really bad. They're feeling really, really bad about this situation. They're feeling like they're feeling like that they are almost manipulated or controlled, and that there is like that they are just looking for treasure, or just looking for they're kind of being blinded by some like they're being blinded by some kind of jewel. It's like, oh, I want this jewel. You can see this character. She's like, give it to me. I want this. And what's going on is she's being manipulated by this shadow figure behind her who is kind of controlling her. And so this person, I feel, feels out of control. They feel that they're being controlled by the devil. They may be really seeing themselves very negatively at the moment and feeling very bad about themselves or bad about this situation. How they see you is the Seven of Swords. So this is about theft. This card is about stealing. So there's two figures here, and this can go either way. So one figure is in meditation, is focused on themselves, focused on enlightening themselves and caring about themselves. While they're doing that, someone else is stealing, is sneaking into the tent, into the things, into the background, and taking and wanting to get away with it. You can see this kind of sneaky face. It's like, I'm going to get away with this. I'm going to take this and run with it. It's mine. And I feel, it has. They have a similar energy. I always feel the Seven of Swords and the Four of Pentacles. It's like this desire to keep something. So it may be that they see you as trying to take something from them, or steal something, or they may see you as the victim. This is very much kind of like victim and perpetrator consciousness. So they either see you as a victim or as a perpetrator within this relationship or within this situation. So yeah, they're seeing, then it either way they're seeing you as being in a kind of ego sense. How they feel about the relationship is the Eight of Swords. I feel like they feel it's overwhelmed by challenge. The relationship feels like this little child that's just holding on to this little flower, and I feel like it's like them. They're like trying to hold on to the hope or the joy, but they just feel completely overwhelmed by the challenges. It's like all these huge, strong figures with clubs and fire and aggression throughout are like surrounding and threatening it, and it's like they feel the relationship is absolutely threatened by all of this. I don't know whether these could represent other people or other situations, like burdens, struggle. Like it's being, it's kind of being dominated by those, and they feel this relationship again. It's like this victim sense, this child, this innocence, or naivety. It can also be naivety with the child. Like, I didn't know what I was doing. I just took the flower. It's actually a progression, from the Seven to the Eight of Swords. And, is it that this person came in and took this little flower, and then it's like justice is coming, because of taking that flower? Because here, that child was like very confident. You see that sneaky, like manipulative face. And then here, it's like complete bewilderment and innocence. And so there's obviously, they feel there's a lot of imbalance in this relationship. They feel like, the devil and the victim and the theft and the kind of threatening. They're obviously really struggling with this relationship. The you is wanting to hold on, and the them is really struggling. The outcome we have is actually the Six of Cups, and this is like a reminiscence and the sense of harmony. It's in traditional Tower. What's going on here? As the outcome, if you see these different figures, okay, we've got two women who are essentially the same person, embracing each other, looking at one another. They're like twins. They are just gazing into one another's eyes. They're almost the same, but they're dressed differently. It's like they're different but the same, and they see each other. It's like, I see you, and I feel like there may be this sense of remembering of self, remembering of who you are. Some kind of, it's like a mirror. It's like this mirror remembrance that's coming back. And then another figure here watching, which I feel is like perspective. It's like this ability to stand back and see that this situation or relationship is about remembering who you are and what you are. I'm just reminded of this figure at the beginning here as well, who kind of reflects it, like this spiritual lesson. It's like this learning from the situation. I feel like there is similarity and there's absolute love here, but there's this need at the moment to have perspective and really reflect on what's been going on, because it feels kind of there's like some almost perhaps like codependency or some kind of, it's so involved, it's so intense, it's such a dramatic intensity within this situation that it's a very powerful remembering. It's very strong, and I feel like for you it's potentially is a twin situation, like a twin flame situation, or where you like feel like like, I know this person is part of me. And the other may also feel like that. It may be that they come to recognize it, that they're able to let go of the difficulties they feel, because they're really feeling, I'm just getting a sense that other is just like the feeling that there's so much wrong, there's a lot going on. They feel bad, they don't necessarily think much of you at the moment, or they see you as being out of balance at the moment, and they feel the relationship's threatened, that they really feel it's very difficult. But I do see the sense of harmony that can come in, and perhaps reconciliation. There is perhaps space for reconciliation. Okay, group number 4, that was my reading for you. On Vimeo, I'm gonna go into some more depth with this and look into the situation on a deeper level, and looking more at kind of how to overcome blocks, how to move forward, and advice from Spirit. So if you would like that, you can go over to Vimeo and see my extended reading there. The link is below. Or if this is where we end our journey today, then thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and I hope to speak to you again another time.